Hey guys, it's time for another 8mm surplus analysis video. And this time it's going to be with the Romanian surplus rounds. And I already know these are mild steel core bullets. And if we take a look at the head stamp, it just says 22 and 72. So I'm going to assume these are 1972's production. And these come with some of the worst stripper clips I've come across. It's hard to even pull individual rounds off, let alone load one. And these are steel cased also. So the case is going to stick to a magnet. And so is the projectile, because we already know it has a steel core inside the bullet as well. But now let's go ahead and check out the overall lengths of the cartridges. So there's the overall lengths of our 72's Romanian Surplus cartridges. Now let's go ahead and pull some of these apart. Alright, we got one pulled apart, and here's our empty case. Let's start out by measuring the case length. 2.199. I think that's by far the shortest 8mm case I've ever seen. You can see right here. Max case length 2.244, case trim length 2.234. So those Romanian Surplus rounds have a really short case. Now let's weigh the powder charge. And we got 45.7 grains. And here's our powder. It's a stick powder this time. And they're actually longer sticks too, which I'm more used to seeing, compared to the Czech Surplus, which seem to have really short sticks. And here's our projectile. Has a nice boat tail. And we already know it has a steel core, but let's go ahead and do our scrape test. And I can't scratch it. But let's see just how much this weighs. 155.3. Now we got a second round pulled. Once again, let's measure the case. 2.206. So slightly longer than the first one, but still way shorter than any I've ever seen. And our powder charge. 45.8 grains. And of course we have the same stick powder. And here's our second projectile. And it's weighing in at 153.4. Now let's measure projectile length. 1.243 for our first one. And 1.236 on the second one. And I believe that second one was also a little bit lighter than the first one. And it's also shorter. Now bullet diameter. 0.323 for number one. And also 323 for the second one. And from shooting these rounds, I have actually recovered several steel cores. And this is 2 steel cores that I've recovered right here. You can see this first one is nearly the same length of the entire projectile. The other one is a bit shorter, and the point is damaged. So I'm guessing they all look more similar to this one. This one just took some damage when it impacted the ground. But overall, I think this one is what you're more likely to find in your Romanian Surplus projectiles. So that's what our steel core looks like. Now let's measure their lengths and diameters and see how much they weigh. So on our longer steel core, we're getting a length of 1.087 inches. And we're getting a diameter of 0.238 inches. And our other one that was damaged at the tip, 0.909 inches. And then for diameter, we're getting 0.238 again. And if we weigh the steel cores, we get 72.5 grains for our shorter, more damaged core. And our longer core, 85 grains even. So overall, inside one of our Romanian Surplus projectiles, it looks like we got a mild steel core, about 24 caliber, a little bit over an inch long, and weighing about 85 grains. Just one last thing, the overall weight of a cartridge, 353.2, 352.1, 354.6, and 354.8. So anyways, that's all for the Romanian Surplus analysis video. If there's any other kind of rounds you guys would like to see broken down like this, feel free to let me know. Until next time, thanks for watching.